The content on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not for children.
Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Sideshow exclusive Toy Fair 2019 exclusive Hot Toys figure of Two-Face. I do like that the top section of the packaging is kind of matted and textured, and the bottom half is all shiny. Two tones, kind of like Two-Face. Here's a look at the inside of the packaging. Now, this is a Hot Toys figure that was already made, like, in 2009, and now we have a new edition of it. I missed the boat on the first Two-Face figure when it came out, and I always kind of regretted it. And I'm really glad that Sideshow has made this new version, because there are some considerable improvements over the original figure. I mean, sculpting over at Hot Toys has come a long way in the decades since, and the sculpt on this head here is freaking fantastic. I've seen the old Two-Face one, and for its time I thought the Aaron Eckhart portrait was alright, but I mean, this is a million times better. I mean, his eyebrow, his nose, the corners of his mouth, it all really looks like him. The sculpt on the burn side of his head is really solid as well. Let's just go in here for a closer look at that. You could just see some of the texturing going on there. Very distinct red and black paint, not a lot of subtlety between the tones there. Same thing with his teeth are pretty simple. The pink muscle stretching over the teeth there. The detail is good, but I was expecting a little more. But the eyeball on the left side looks outstanding. And again, the portrait on the right side here, I mean, just the corner of his eye there, I mean, it really looks like Aaron Eckhart. Pretty good paint as far as like the skin surface goes. You even get like a little sense of like redness in certain areas. The hairline is also a really good sculpt. It's all just one big kind of coppery tone though. It's a little weird looking to me. It looks very metallic, and I don't see a lot of differences. And it's a little bit of a different brown towards the bottom there, but it's so coppery looking. It's a little weird. But man, that eyeball looks really good. The head looks really good. And the suit is really good too. The old suit was a little puffy. A lot of Hot Toys suits back in the day just kind of read a little fluffy. Like they've gotten better at tailoring things, making things tighter. But yeah, the shirt, the actual belt, the pants, you know, he's wearing socks. Like Hot Toys always gets all the details there, so good job for them for including all that. I love the shine of his shoes. I love the cut of his suit. But the details on the burn section here are freaking great. Just like in the movie, there is sort of a crispy, crunchy kind of shininess to the way the actual suit burned up. I like the kind of implied flakiness of it. A little flaky butt right there. Yeah, this is really great stuff. The figure comes with these accessories, starting off with this revolver, which has a articulated little hammer back there, and also this opens up on the side. You can see the little sculpted bullets in there, so that's pretty nifty. Some nice detail on the handle there. We also have a right trigger finger hand, a left wide kind of grippy hand for gripping this glass. I like the little brown liquid in there. And then we have this hand for gripping the coin or a button. This little stuck in piece, the fact that the thumb isn't kind of naturally sculpted with the rest of the hand but is a separate piece plugged in there with that huge seam is kind of annoying. Oh well. Here's a close-up look at the button. As you can see, it's very tiny, but it looks great, and it even has a little sculpted pin section on the back. We also have 3 of this coin. I think they just include 3 because you're likely to maybe lose them. So that's nice that they included that. Also, we have an extra set of buttons for his suit sleeve and shirt, different kind of buttons on there, and then also some wrist pegs. This figure also includes this stand, which has kind of a matted surface, and then this little shiny section for the Dark Knight text and the bat symbol. The figure stands really well on its own, so you don't really need to rely on this stand. but I'm really glad that Hot Toys included it like they always do. The left hand has a nice tight grip at the thumb, holds the coin in really, really well. It doesn't drop out, and it isn't difficult to put in. One thing I do want to point out, a little nitpick that I have, if I have any nits to pick, on the side of his neck there, the painted red line does not line up with the cut, the sculpted cut. It's a little off, and that's just kind of annoying. Now, when this figure first came out, the version 1 figure, it retailed for 140 bucks. This one retails for 250, and you're getting less with it. The $140 one included a secondary suit and an alternate head of just Aaron Eckhart, Harvey Dent. However, back then, I mean, obviously, 140 was like the standard kind of going price, and now, you know, times have changed, prices have gone up, but also the quality has gone up, and that figure didn't look nearly as good as this one did. So your mileage may vary about whether 250 is worth it for this figure or not. Less accessories, but way better quality. As someone who really wanted Harvey Dent, the fact that I now have it and it looks this good, I'm stoked for the quality of this figure. I love it. Articulation on this is pretty solid. It's a little tight, but like a good tight. Like, you don't want things to be loose. I do wish I could raise the left arm a little bit higher, but oh well. Paint is really solid. The sculpt is just outstanding. I dig this figure a lot. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you want, you could follow me on social media. I'll put up some links right now.